We're going to begin with this, though. A massive fire in Nebraska is causing hazy conditions and air quality concerns for parts of northern Colorado. CSU's Cooperative Institute for Research in the Atmosphere posted this satellite video showing the strong wind and heat from that fire growing. The Scottsbluff Rural Fire Protection District says the fire in western Nebraska is burning about 330,000 acres, which is more than 515 square miles. That is a big swath of land. Thanks for joining us at 4, everyone. I'm Phil Lipoff.
I'm Jennifer Meckles. The winds bringing in that smoke will pick back up again tomorrow. And here in Colorado, Xcel's warning of potential planned power shutoffs. Those possible shutoffs would start around 2 o'clock, impacting about 43,000 customers across Boulder and Jefferson counties. There has not been an official decision yet. This is just a hey, heads up, but Xcel is worried that a line could come down and start a fire. So they're telling you, go ahead now and prepare for a possible outage, especially if you have medical equipment that needs electricity. Today, there are still more than 3,500 outages left over from yesterday's weather, specifically in Evergreen and Boulder.
Chris, this is some serious weather. The weather conditions that we're seeing in northern Colorado right now you okay? Yeah. With the smoke blowing in, and then what we're dealing with this week, we're talking about everything from super hot temperatures, record breaking, to snow.
Yeah, we got a little bit of everything exactly right here, Phil, and we're seeing that wind right now. Now, to be fair, it is not nearly as bad as it was this time yesterday, but you can notice this camera here in Akron. By the way, might notice a little bit of that kind of film of smoke off in the distance there. That is from the smoke from the Morrill fire, which, again, 330,000 acres burnt by that. That is almost double the size of Colorado's largest wildfire on record, which, of course, is the Cameron Peak fire back in 2020. The fire that's burning up in Nebraska producing this smoke, almost double the size of that one at last check, 0% containment on that. Mid to upper 60s right now around the Denver area. Still seeing a little bit of wind, but again, not as bad as it was yesterday. Temperatures, these are downsloping Chinook winds. The results, we're in the 60s and 70s Eastern Plains. It is a mild, warm day in the high country as well. My colleague Mark Salinger doing some skiing up at Keystone right now. He says it's nice and warm up there. It's a total bluebird day in the high country. Might I advise, if you're a skier or a snowboarder, that you get that skiing and snowboarding done this weekend, because there's not going to be much left, not much snow left after our big warm-up next week. 50, 60, and occasionally 65 plus mile-an-hour gusts for us in the foothills, but along the I-25 corridor, still a little bit gusty right now. Those winds, though, pick up tomorrow, and then they'll stick around for Sunday. It is a long-lived wind event. I'll tell you about all that active weather, the big cool down, including some snow possible in Denver for Sunday morning, and then those record warm temperatures late next week. Lots going on in the weather department. I'll tell you in full detail all about it in just a few minutes.
Chris, thank you. Colorado State University is still closed today after wind there blew over large trees on campus. The college asked people just stay away, especially from the east side.
9 News Northern Colorado reporter Amanda Gilbert spoke to faculty about just how wild the last 24 hours have been.
The CSU looks a lot different today. I've seen crews out doing damage assessments and cleanup all day. There's also this smoke haze that you can see and smell across Larimer County.
After some trees were uprooted in Thursday's wind, crews focused on heavily hit areas like Oval Drive. The university's still figuring out how much the damage costs and whether campus will reopen Monday. I spoke to an admissions counselor who was outside when the wind picked up.
12:23, that's when the first tree fell in the Oval. Not even 15 minutes later, then the next set of trees fell down.
Oh my God!
A student captured video of one of the trees falling Thursday. Luckily, no major injuries have been reported.
Driving around campus today, I noticed other signs of how windy it's been. There's a lot of bike racks that look like this one. There's also a lot of debris on the ground that's getting cleaned up. And this is the case not just at CSU, but also across a lot of Larimer County. In Fort Collins, Amanda Gilbert, 9 News.
Amanda, thank you. And before the hot weather next week, Denver is preparing for some snow on Sunday. As Chris just told you, we're kind of like a kitchen sink style week. They are opening cold weather shelters, so this is important for everybody to know, from Sunday at 1 p.m. to Monday at 11 a.m. They say these shelter sites are pet friendly and provide food, shower, and blankets. You can find a list of these shelter locations on 9news.com.